Hi guys, this is Lisha Batta and welcome to my channel. So K-Beauty recently launched their matte drama lipsticks and they come in 18 shades. So I'm going to be swatching every single shade on my lips along with the arm swatches. I'll also be doing like a comparison swatch of shades from the similar color family like reds, browns, nudes and berry so that you can really compare all the shades together. And in fact, I feel like some of these shades actually look very similar to one another. So we will be comparing that in the video. This video literally took me 2 days to film, you guys, along with the swatches. It took a lot of time and effort. So make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And while you're at it, don't miss the bell icon because that will make sure you receive a notification every single time I post a new video. So let's get started. So starting off with the packaging, as you can see, these K-Beauty lipsticks come in their color-coded packaging along with this rose gold cap, which I feel looks quite luxurious. I do actually really like the packaging of all the K-Beauty products. I feel like the abstract design and everything is so bang on. It also has this magnetic cap, so it won't really come off in your bag, which I quite like. So talking about the bullet, it has this cupid bow bullet. So I use like the upper edge to line my lips and then I use the flat edge to fill in my lips. So it's very easy and convenient to use. Overall, I really like the packaging. It feels luxurious, which I quite like. Coming to the texture, now that's usually make or break for me, especially when it comes to matte lipsticks, because I do have dry lips and in fact I have a lot of lip lines and most matte lipsticks end up making my lips look like a prune. The MAC Retro Mattes, but the K ones actually are very moisturizing. It has a very creamy and lightweight texture, and as you can see, it does not pull or tug. In fact, I was looking at the ingredient list and apparently it consists of grapeseed oil for that intense moisturization, and it also has red raspberry, which apparently filters out UV rays and blue light. I actually ended up looking into it because I was like, that's a bit weird. I didn't know of that. So I googled and apparently red raspberry contains a particular antioxidant which filters out blue light. And considering the amount of electronic products we use like our mobiles, laptops, that's like a really good thing to have in a lipstick. Actually would compare it to the Nykaa Ultra Mattes. Now the Nykaa Ultra Mattes are my favorite range when it comes to matte lipsticks. They're super matte, they're super comfortable and they do not dry out my lips. And I feel like the K ones are a lot more hydrating, but they give the same matte finish. Talking about the pigmentation, most of the shades in this range will actually give you a one-stroke color payoff, which is really impressive. But I feel like the lighter shades like this nude one, you definitely need like a couple of strokes to get like full coverage. And in spite of that, I also feel like if you have pigmented lips, you'll probably need a lip liner or a concealer underneath. Overall, the pigmentation is amazing, especially with the deeper colors. They just give you like the most intense color payoff. And what I really like is that even in case I end up messing, the application and I go in to quickly remove it, it does not stain my lips. Oh my god, let's talk of staining of the lips. Now, there are some lipsticks which end up leaving a lip stain despite you using a makeup remover, and I absolutely hate those. It kind of scares me to wear a product which is still not removable with like a waterproof makeup remover. But this one on the other hand, despite the deeper tones, I've used the deepest tone from this range, which is Rolling. I believe it's like this intense brown berry shade, perfect for fall. It's actually one of my favorites, but even that did not stain my lips, which is a big yay. Now let's talk about the stain part. Let's talk about the main thing. So I've been testing these since over a week. I've tried both lighter shades as well as deeper tones. In fact, I've been wearing this since the past 5 hours, and as you can see, it hasn't smudged or budged. I usually get like a wear time of 5 to 6 hours easily with any of the shades, including the lighter tones. However, if I eat something, it definitely gets removed from the inner rim and gives you a butthole, which I absolutely hate, but that's something I've witnessed with almost all the lipsticks. Also, this is not transfer proof. I've seen it leaves, lip stains on my bottles as well like cups, and I kind of hate that, especially when you're out and about and you're at a nice fancy restaurant and you are leaving lip stains on the cups and shoots of the glasses, and it's like, Ew, so disgusting.
Disgusting!
So what I usually do is I blot it a couple of times every time I wear it, and that just makes it smudge proof and transfer proof, which totally works for me. Now let's talk about the moolah, the price. So this cost rupees 999 for a single lipstick, which is a bit much. There's no beating around the bush. This is overpriced. In fact, I feel like this about almost all the products in the K range. I don't know if you agree with this, but if you do, comment down below. But I feel like almost all the products are priced slightly higher, like say by 100 or 200 bucks. Now, I don't know if this is because it's in collaboration with Katrina Kaif. I feel like this is Nykaa's, collaboration with Katrina Kaif. So maybe like the prices are a bit much. I've seen this all in almost all the collaborations internationally as well. Whenever there's a collaboration with say a blogger or an influencer or a celebrity, the prices are always a bit higher because maybe the profits are divided. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but I kind of feel like this would have been so much better at say 795 or 695. The lipstick is pretty good. The quality is amazing. I can't fault it much, but I feel like 999 is a bit much. It's quite high for a drugstore brand. That's just how I feel. But yeah. Now let's get started with the swatches. For reference, I am NC35 in matte foundations. So first up we have Muse, which is a beautiful brown nude. It is perfect to be worn with smoky eyes. Then we have Suspense, which is a pinky coral nude. It looks more coral than pink on me. Next we have Snapshot, which is a brownie pink nude, perfect for medium complexions. Then we have Debut, which is one of the few shades that is not very pigmented in this range. It is a neutral coral lip shade that needs to be built upon. Next we have Wrap Up. It is a coral brown shade. I love such shades and it can work as the perfect MLBB color for deeper skin tones. This is Box Office, which is a muddy plum shade. This will flatter medium to dusky complexions really well. Then we have Dream Girl. This is a bright neon lip color. It is perfect for days when you want to skip any drama on the eyes and keep the attention focused on the lips. Then we have On Screen. This is a beautiful blue-based red, the kind of red that makes your teeth look whiter. I definitely like it. Next we have Superhit, which is a deep raspberry pink. This is the kind of shade that flatters almost every skin tone. It is so pretty. Then we have Action. This is a beautiful warm red with an orange undertone. It will flatter medium to deeper complexions really well. This is Award Night, which is a beautiful deep neutral red lip color. This is the kind of red which again will flatter all the skin tones. Then we have Red Carpet, which is an orange toned brown lip color. I don't really expect a red carpet color to look like this, but then again it is a very pretty color and I bet it will look great on everyone. This is Thriller, which is a medium brownie nude. This will complement intense eye makeup quite well. Next we have Cameo, which is a slightly deeper nude with pink and brown undertones. This is the kind of shade which will not wash out deeper complexions either. Then we have Head Turner, which is a deep maroon lip color. It is perfect for the times you want to rock a bold lip color but not a red one at that. Next we have Retro, which is a gorgeous oxblood red. I love wearing such colors during the winters. This is like the perfect sweater weather lip color. Next we have Dialogue. This is a medium tone brown with an orange undertone. I surprisingly quite like how it looks. Then we have Rolling, which is the deepest tone in the entire range and my absolute favorite. It is a deep berry brown with a red undertone. Again, perfect for winters and I have been rocking this all over my Instagram. Absolutely love it. So starting off with the comparative swatches, these are the nudes and the neutrals from the range. So as you can see, the brand has tried to include a wide variety of undertones so that it is complementary for all skin types. These are the reds from the range. So as you can see, a lot of the shades look similar to one another, especially On Screen and Action. And most of the reds also have a warm undertone which looks a little orange when you apply it. I wish they had included more blue-based reds and more neutral reds in the range. Now coming to the more neutral, deeper tones, I love all the shades. However, Head Turner and Retro look very similar. That wraps up my review of the K Drama Matte lipsticks. Tell me in the comments below which is your favorite shade, and if you also think these lipsticks are overpriced a bit, just a bit or a lot, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel to watch more such beauty content.